The weight of caring too much. Ever notice how the people who care the most are usually the ones lying awake at 2:47 a.m., replaying conversations from 3 years ago? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. If you're the kind of person who checks the tone of a message 5 times before sending it, who says it's okay when it's clearly not okay, who feels guilty for resting, saying no, or finally choosing yourself, this is for you, because today, we're talking about when caring too much slowly turns into your greatest weakness. And no, this isn't a stop caring lecture. It's a stop bleeding for people who wouldn't even bring you a bandage conversation. It was trained into you. You caring too much didn't start randomly. It was trained into you. Maybe you grew up learning that love means adjusting, that peace means silence, that being good means not being difficult. So you became that person, the listener, the fixer, the emotional support human. Someone vents to you for an hour? You're there. Someone needs help at midnight? You answer. Someone treats you badly? You explain it away like a defense lawyer. They didn't mean it. They're just stressed. They had a tough childhood. Bro, so did half the planet. The first uncomfortable truth. Caring too much doesn't make you kind. It makes you available. And not everyone who has access to you deserves it. You start absorbing emotions that aren't even yours. If someone is distant, you assume you did something wrong. If someone is happy without you, you question your worth. That's not empathy. That's emotional overworking. It's like a full-time job where you don't get paid, don't get weekends, and still feel guilty for taking a lunch break. The negotiation of boundaries. Think about the over-explaining. You say no once, and then give a TED Talk explaining why. You apologize for things that are completely normal. Sorry, I replied late. Sorry, I'm tired. Sorry, I feel this way. Sorry for being a human with a nervous system? Caring too much turns boundaries into negotiations. And when you negotiate your limits, people will push them every single time. The hard part, people who benefit from your overcaring will rarely ask you to stop. Why would they? You reply fast, you forgive easily, and you stay even when it hurts. The relationship trap. In relationships, overcarers don't fall in love. They overfunction. You give 90% and call it love. And when they give 10%, you feel grateful. That's not love. That's conditioning. Caring becomes a weakness when it isn't protected by boundaries. Think of caring like fire. In the right place, it keeps the house warm. Uncontrolled, it burns the house down. The healing process. Healing isn't about becoming nicer. Healing is becoming clearer. Clear about what you tolerate. Clear about what drains you. Clear about when to walk away without explaining yourself into emotional debt. Guilt doesn't always mean you did something wrong. Sometimes it just means you did something unfamiliar. Self-respect feels like rudeness at first when you're used to self-sacrifice. The final truth. Caring too much doesn't make you lovable. Being authentic does. The people meant for you won't require you to shrink or chase. They won't need you to prove your worth through exhaustion. So keep your heart. Just stop handing it to people who keep dropping it. The moment you stop overcaring, you don't lose people. You lose weight. And suddenly, you can breathe again.